Beletahunter Productions Publishing. Book Club Recommendations and Excerpt Reading. An agenda will be a brief welcome from me, a platform description about the day's discussion. I will present the book title. I will talk about the book's genre. I will give a little bit about the book as a book description. I will do an excerpt reading, and I will do a summary Q&A wrap up. Welcome to Beletahunter Productions Publishing. My name is Tanya Hunter. I'm the one facilitating this learning today, as well as the one reading the excerpt. I hope that you enjoy this presentation. Thank you. I routinely make book recommendations for a reading. I always like to recommend the books that I've written for you to read. However, I often do other books as well. But for this platform today, it will be a book that I have written. I will do an excerpt reading from the book. I will give you the title and description for that book, as well as your options for purchasing the book if you care to do so. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy. The title of today's book is Dreams Do Come True, at least for some. This book was written by Tanya B. Hunter and published on January 31st, 2019. This book is a work of fiction. This book is a book of fiction. It is about a person who has dreams, and some of her dreams come true. After surviving a fire where she lost both of her parents, Leela seemed to be all about her dreams. Most people want their dreams to come true. This is the case for Leela. But sometimes when she dreams, all does not end well. Well, at least for some. I know much about her parents. All she could remember was growing up in an orphanage. She was told that both of her parents died in a house fire when she was an infant. She was told that the entire house was gone by the time the fire department arrived. As the fire crew grew shuffling through the ashes and debris, they found a roll of paper towel on the table that seemed to have not been touched by the fire. They were all amazed at how a roll of paper towel just blew and flapped as the breeze went by. There was no roof, no sides, no doors, or anything left to the house but that roll of paper towel. Then all of a sudden there was a cry coming from under the debris. It was a baby. It was almost like someone had placed the baby there after the fire. It seemed impossible that the baby could have survived the smoke and the heat of the fire. But yet there she was, alive and well. She was told that they rushed her to the hospital but found nothing wrong with her. She spent 3 days in the hospital, then was taken away by Child Protective Services and placed in a group home for children who were separated from their biological parents and had no other family members available or willing to care for them. Leela could remember dreaming about the fire for as long as she could remember. Growing up in an orphanage was difficult for Leela. She never really got along with the other kids there. She never really got along with the adults there either. Leela was much different. She tried to get along with others, but just could not. There were several families and couples that were interested in Leela and wanted to adopt her, but every time they would ask her if she would like to go home with them, she would say nothing. That made the couples change their mind. Leela was much different. Growing up was very hard for her. But the day came when Leela turned 18 years old and could no longer stay in the orphanage. She was happy to leave, even though she had no idea where she was going to go or what she was going to do. She decided that she wanted to go to college. It was a very small college, almost like the orphanage. She was trying hard, just like the headmaster at the orphanage told her to do. She was practicing all of the behaviors that they told her to do at the orphanage. But Leela was having a very difficult time getting along with her roommate. She could not get along with her teachers, and she could not get along with anyone. Each night, Leela would go to bed and begin to have a dream again about the fires. Leela managed to make one friend while she was there on campus. For some reason, this person seemed to understand her. This person seems to have a familiar background and could talk with Leela and help her with her fears. Leela liked science and biology and thought that maybe she would be a scientist or a doctor or something. She spent a lot of her free time in the science lab doing research. Leela's one friend, Antoinette, was the opposite. Antoinette spent her free time riding with boys and having fun. Sometimes Antoinette would come to the science lab in the evening to sit and talk with Leela. One day when Antoinette got to the lab, she saw that Leela looked upset. She asked Leela what was wrong. Leela told her that she had a bad dream. Well, Leela was always having bad dreams, so Antoinette didn't think anything about it. Leela told Antoinette that she had a dream about her biology teacher. She told Antoinette that she and her biology teacher was in a fight. Antoinette asked her who won the fight, and Leela said that she did. Then Antoinette was like, "Why are you upset then if you won?" Leela said that she was upset because she didn't want to fight with her biology teacher because she liked her and didn't have anything against her. Antoinette said that maybe the biology teacher did have something against Leela, but Leela stated that she got along with her biology teacher better than she had ever gotten along with any of her other teachers or anyone in her life. Leela stated that she was really worried about the dream. Antoinette told Leela that a dream is just a dream and that she is worried for nothing. So Leela decided to go to her dorm room for the rest of the evening because she just did not feel like going anywhere or doing any more research until the next morning. So the next morning, Leela arose as usual and got ready for class. As she was walking down the halls of the science building, she heard whisperings and mutterings. Then she heard someone ask for the biology teacher. Someone else said that the biology teacher was not in her office. Someone else said that the biology teacher was in her office but was not coming out. Then someone else said the biology teacher was not herself and that she was late for her first class. They said that she had never been late in all her 20-something years working there. They said that she told them that she woke up this morning with a really bad pain and she could not get up out of bed. She stated that her shoulders were hurting and that she looked bruised as if she had been in a fight. The biology teacher said that she was fine when she went to bed the night before and does not know why she woke up that way. Leela was so stunned by what she heard, she ran into the wall and dropped all of her books. Everyone turned to look at Leela and asked her what was wrong. Leela just gathered her books and ran away. She did not stop running until she got to her room. She closed the door and ran to her bed and started crying. Leela stayed in her bed all day, not answering the phone nor the door. She did not return any of her text messages, not even from Antoinette. Later that evening, Antoinette came to Leela's dorm room and banged on the door. She refused to leave until Leela let her in. Antoinette was stunned when she walked into Leela's dorm room to find that Leela had all of her stuff packed as if she was moving out. Antoinette wanted to know what was going on. Leela seemed to be distraught. Leela told Antoinette that coming to college was a bad idea and that she did not belong there. Antoinette told Leela that she was a very smart girl and that she did belong in college, and if she did not belong there, then where? Leela told Antoinette that she did not belong anywhere, nowhere on this planet. Antoinette was so concerned. She did not like seeing Leela so upset. She wanted to calm her friend but didn't know how to do it. She needed more information from Leela. Antoinette insisted that she find out what happened to Leela since she last saw her earlier that day. Did someone say something to you? Antoinette asked. Then Leela looked up at Antoinette and told her that the biology teacher did not come to school the day before and was late this morning. Antoinette was like, so who cares? Leela told Antoinette that the teacher had never missed the day before. Antoinette was like, good for her. Then it's time for her to take a day off. Maybe she got a man or something. Antoinette was laughing, but Leela started crying. Leela said that that is not all. Antoinette was like, okay, what else? Leela told Antoinette about the bruises and the shoulder pain that the teacher said she had. Antoinette said, good. Like I said, maybe she met a man and they got it going on. And she got that thing torn up. Leela was not amused. She further explained to Antoinette that the teacher said that she does not know where or how she got the bruises and that they were not there the night before. Antoinette said that she still could not understand why Leela was so upset and what did that have to do with anything? And why was that making Leela want to move away? Leela then reminded Antoinette of the dream she had about beating up her biology teacher. Leela stated that she felt like she had somehow telepathically or subliminally beat up her teacher. Antoinette started laughing so loud. You mean that you beating up bitches in your sleep now? You one bad ass. Remind me never to mess with you. Once again, Leela was not amused. She was so upset. Antoinette told Leela that it was just a coincidence and that she should not get so upset. Hello, this is the question and answering section for today. So, some would want to know, why did I write this book? Well, like I stated before, I have a very, very active imagination, and I would like to spend some of my energy toward being creative. So I wrote about this book for several reasons. I am someone who does have vivid dreams, and I've always been fascinated with dreams. So I wanted to write a book about dreams, some reaction to dreams, and something that could happen during the dream. Next question. Who is the intended reader? Well, once again, people who like to read love to read. People who like to read fiction would enjoy this book. Maybe someone who doesn't really care that much about fiction but want to explore options would like to read this book. So, in other words, I hope all readers will find this book interesting. Okay, next question. Is there a digital format audio print version of this book? This book is currently available paperback only. The only audio portion of this book is the excerpts that I am reading for this platform. Okay, next question. Where can one obtain a copy of this book? Okay, this book, as well as others written by me, can be found at Amazon.com. You can the process for looking up books. You can go down to the drop down menu, choose books, and place in the title of the book or the author's name. Or you can just simply put in the author's name in the search window or put the book name in the search window. Okay, so I hope that this answers some of your questions or most of your questions for today. Thank you. Thank you for listening to this excerpt today. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Remember to visit me on Amazon.com. Thank you.